The next move on Bitcoin is honestly so predictable right now, and of course on today's update video I'm gonna be exactly explaining you about where I think Bitcoin is exactly going to be heading towards, why I think Bitcoin is going to be exactly go towards the targets I will be mentioning in today's update video, how history is yet again repeating exactly like it did in all the previous cycles, and of course I will give you guys an update about where we're currently exactly standing in this cycle so you won't get wrecked this time around here. Of course, I'm gonna be talking about major opportunities that are currently aligning for Ethereum, for the entire market, and of course, there is a free $1,000 trade you can currently claim for free. I will be exactly explaining that. I'm gonna be talking about Ethereum and its most important level of resistance that is literally about to get broken right now. And whenever we break this level, guys, I am expecting about a 10 to 15% bump against Bitcoin for Ethereum. So a lot to discuss on today's update video because big moves are about to happen. So don't forget to once again slap on that like button back above. 1,000 likes will be highly appreciated, and let me jump straight away in towards today's update video. So first of all, in all the previous videos I talked obviously about the liquidity that was piling up above us, but of course I also talked very highly about this upward sloping support line where we are currently exactly bouncing from. And truly, what I've been saying in all these videos is basically that whenever Bitcoin does break below this very important upward sloping support line, I do think we're going to be heading towards a bigger correction, but as long as we're holding this exact level, and especially also the red box of resistance that now flipped into support, I think the uptrend for Bitcoin will remain to be intact here, and of course we could be still expecting some higher prices, especially since we are seeing the liquidity being piling up above us for quite a while right now, and there's a bunch of short liquidations laying between 119 all the way up to about 121,000 US dollars. So that is, of course, the exact level I will be paying very closely attention towards. Of course, Bitcoin exactly bounced from the lows whenever we did create a bullish divergence. And of course, I do want to be saying this to you guys out there. I mean, we are currently just still looking at that bull flag scenario. And currently, we are seeing that this downward sloping previous support level is once again flipping into support here. So Bitcoin is ultimately still trading in this bigger side of a bull flag pattern. And honestly, I'm still expecting, if we are going to come back towards the upside, that this downward sloping resist line is going to be causing a lot of problems for Bitcoin. But of course, I do want to be talking a little bit about where I think Bitcoin is actually heading towards, because right now we're bouncing from the 50-day simple moving average, and truly what I am just seeing, if I'm looking at the seasonality for Bitcoin, is that of course we've got about 2 months maximum left in this Bitcoin bull market cycle, and historically during these summers we tend to see very low volatility, very low price action, and this is yet again repeating. I mean, just like 2017, 2013, 2021, and right now once again in 2025, in this period between August and September, there's usually almost no volatility, and also we tend to see a slight little drop on Bitcoin before then entering Q4, and before then actually sending it towards the upside on that final move towards the upside. Because yes, we are approaching the final stage of this bull market for Bitcoin. Like you can currently see, we're currently 32% in the Bitcoin halving cycle, and honestly, if we're just going to compare it towards the last previous 2 cycles, you can see that of course those 2 cycles at that point wasn't topped out yet here, but of course we were very close here. And I do want to also still mention is that what we should be continue to look at is obviously the M2 money supply, and of course we do know that starting September we're expecting a slight little crash on the M2 money supply. And whenever this is obviously going to be happening, I will be expecting we are also going to see an ever so slight dump on the Bitcoin price action. So September also is exactly aligning with, of course, that final stage of the Bitcoin bull market according to timings. And yes, that makes it all too wild for me to say, okay, I think we are coming very close towards that end stage of the Bitcoin cycle. But of course, I remain to be believing that it is still a buy the dip opportunity for this moment of time here, especially for the Ethereum price action right now here. And let me quickly explain it. I am still in my long position on Ethereum. And honestly, guys, why I am so is because I believe Ethereum is looking very strong. We created this double bottom on the lower side. Of course, if we're just looking at the bigger perspective, the Bitcoin dominance, we can see that, of course, the Bitcoin dominance is literally at the beginning point of a major correction. And it is always Ethereum that in the end stage of the cycle tends to outperform Bitcoin and the entire market with it. And of course, if you're that combined And if you're combining that together and you're seeing this level of resistance, guys, we are about to be breaking it. This is the third time we're retesting it. And of course, the more times you're going to retest a certain level of resistance, the more likely it is that you're going to be breaking it. Just like over here. We touched it 4 times, and then the 5th time, we flew above this level here. So now we're starting to try to break above this high here. And guys, you have to understand, if we break above this level, Ethereum is going to be searching with an about 15% towards the upside. And right now, if you go to the first link in today's video description, go to this page, sign up an account first there. You will come to this page, of course, and after you signed up an account, guys, make sure to download the application and log in with your account you created. And if you do so, guys, you will get a free $1,000 airdrop position on Ethereum. So you get a free $1,000 trade on Ethereum by only doing this, and you can get it instantly if you sign up an account using the link description of today's video first. And on top of that, guys, there are even more insane deposit bonuses, like a 25% fee rebate, which makes this by far the cheapest exchange to trade on. Also, they're giving away like another $30,000 in deposit bonuses. So yeah, if you need an exchange where you want to be trading reliably and of course get some insane bonuses, make sure to check out WeX in the first link on today's video description to get that free $1,000 in Ethereum. And guys, if you truly don't understand how it exactly works, I yesterday also uploaded a video to explain on how you can exactly grab this 1K Ethereum trade here. So yeah, you can also watch that video if you don't understand. But definitely one of the best deposit bonuses out there you can currently check out here. And guys, if you already signed up an account using that link below, you can also join my private Telegram group where I share my own trades, where I will be sharing my new upcoming trades as well, and where I and 5 other professional traders are also sharing their trading setup. So make sure that you join that group as well. It's extremely valuable, especially in this part of the market where, of course, things are very boring but are about to get very wild. Because yeah, one thing is for sure, and that it is always in the last part of the cycle, things get the wildest, especially on altcoins. So I am very much betting also on this very heavy part of the altcoin cycle. Of course, we can see that stablecoins are becoming more and more interesting. And of course, as there are more stablecoins coming, there's more liquidity in the market. More liquidity means higher prices eventually. So Bitcoin dominance is set to have a big drop towards the downside. We are indeed seeing some outflows on the spot Ethereum ETF, on the spot Bitcoin ETF. There is some capitulation, but of course, this is just normal to have after such a big rally of inflows on those ETFs here. So things are just looking very good. At the same time, in the background, we're still seeing mega whale adverses accumulate a bunch of Ethereum. So on the background, on the on-chain data, this aggressive accumulation strategy for Ethereum is not stopping anytime soon here. So yeah, we are clearly seeing a supply shock in creation right now here. So that ultimately makes me very bullish here. So yeah, things are looking very great for in the entire market. Of course, we are seeing some fears with, of course, potentially World War III with Russia and the United States of America. But all in all, every single time we get this news, it is a trap, and it's actually a very good opportunity in the market. And yeah, you should understand where we're currently sitting in terms of timings, and this shows us we still have the best yet to come. So that is where I'm betting on. I don't think it's going to be taking so much more longer before we're of course going to come close towards the top, but I remain to be believing it's a good time for still to be in altcoins, and that is why I'm currently exactly doing so. So guys, this was it for me in today's update video. Subscribe to the channel, slap off that like button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.